Howdy, folks. What's going on? This is the Outlaw Hatfield back at you. It has been a minute. How are you guys doing tonight? Who we got out there? I see Gary's out there. How are you, Gary? What's going on? Um, wow, it has been a while. Can y'all hear me? First of all, how am I sounding? Anyway, I just wanted to jump on here for a few minutes. Gary, I sent you a link if you want to jump in here. Uh, it's over on Facebook. It's been a minute. It's been well over a year since the last time I've done one of these things. Um, Not real sure what's new, what's going on YouTube. I haven't really been keeping up. Life's been kind of hectic, so I've just been doing me. Let's see. I see Scott's out there, Gary's out there, Gunpowder Beauty's out there. Hey, darling. Uh, John Z. EDC. There you go, John. But yeah, I decided I was going to jump on here tonight for a little while and just Mr. Alaska 223. How are you, sir? Just to give you all a bit of an update. Last time I done this, I was still in South Carolina. Then I moved to Ohio. Now I'm back in Georgia. So I've had an interesting year and a half. I've been trying to find myself, basically, trying to get things worked out in my life. Uh, been an interesting trip. It really has. I got down to one point where I was just didn't know which way to turn. So I broke down one night and I was at work and I was just miserable. And I started praying. And, some of you may believe in God, some of you may not. But hold on just a minute. There you go.
What is
You may
this?
believe in God, may not. But hey, Gary, I do. And, I broke down at work and I was praying and I was upset. And I said, Lord, just take me home. Just take me home. And it wasn't a couple days later, and I got an answer to that. So I packed my stuff and moved back to Georgia. So I just wasn't happy where I was at, and God gave me a reason to come back here. So, but Gary, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right. Good to see you. Good to see you.
There you go. Well, it's been a minute, ain't it? We haven't done one of these in a while.
It's been a year or two. Yeah.
It has been a while. I uh, I was been on my mind for the last 2 or 3 days to get on here, and people's been asking questions. What's going on with the channel? Am I still doing YouTube? Did I have somebody on here or something like that? No. Believe me, guys, if I'd have had an issue with any of the creators out there that I know, and I know a bunch of them, believe me, and most of them are very outspoken. If there was an issue with any of them, you guys would have probably knew it before we knew that there was an issue with each other. So no, there's nothing like that. There's never been an issue with me or any of the other guys. Whether it be Ghost Tactical, Clover Tac, G-Wed, I've never had an issue with any of them. So that's not it. I honestly, I needed to take some time and figure out what was going on up here with me. Made some changes in my life. I've lost probably 50 pounds. Um, I checked my weight the other day. I'm down to 205. So, hey, Lisa, how are you?
You remember this guy?
Yeah, George.
Yeah.
He got big.
Yeah. He's 8 years old, man.
Yep. No, there was never any issue. Me or the other creators. As far as I know, I'm still on good terms with everybody. In fact, I send messages to some of them on a regular basis. Others I don't talk to a whole lot, but I still consider them friends. But I've just been trying to figure my own life. I took some time. I've been going to church lately, and trying to reassess what's going on in my life, trying to get things in some kind of order and put things in an order of importance. And sometimes that's not an easy task, as I'm sure some of you guys know. Um, and I've, changed the way I'm thinking about certain things. It's it's a journey, and I'm trying my best to do my best, and it is what it is. Um, at the end of the day, I am the only person I have to answer to other than God, and I'm trying to do what's best for me to be the best person I can be for Him, so I can be the best person I can be for everybody else. So, now there's obviously going to be people out there asking the question, well, does that mean you're giving up on the whole 2A thing? And the answer to that is a no. I will never, ever give up on them. That ain't going to happen. I am 120% behind the Second Amendment, and I will always be behind the Second Amendment. That ain't going away. I'm still the same person that I always was. And I'm still the same jerk that I always was. It's just now I'm going to do a bit nicer about it, or try to be. But there's just hold on a minute. I got to do this. Hold the fort for me for just a second here, Gary.
All right.
Let's see, where'd that go? I just seen it. There she is. Get your butt in here. And I know you know who I'm talking to. Get your butt in here. Patriot in the Dark. There's one I haven't seen in a while. How you doing, buddy? And I don't know what the quality of this thing is. I really don't. I'm on a phone, not a camera. So how's it look on your end, Gary?
I see you pretty clear.
Good. It's not a bad phone.
Well, it looks like you. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's not going to win anybody any beauty prizes.
I mean, that's about like, my camera makes me look like me. It don't make me look like no movie star or nothing. But
well,
this is me. Take it or leave it, folks. This is me.
pretty much. That's what you get. You get what you see, and what you see ain't much. So,
That's right.
but some people like it. Sometimes
That's
I wonder
right.
if they're blind. Some people like it.
Ooh, Patriot says it looks really dark to me.
Well, no, you know, that depends on how much you've been drinking, I guess. Uh, yeah, I'm actually holding the phone in my hand. So if it's bouncing around a bit, that's why. But what you're saying there, G Webs, I tried to score you with a cool patch. Oh, okay. He's not the Patriot. But yeah, I've been on a journey. Um, getting in touch with what makes me tick. And gunpowder, I sent you a link. Get your butt in here.
She's shy, you know.
Yeah, yeah. She's very shy. She's
She's
always
she's real shy, especially
yeah.
around people. She never knows what to say.
She can jump on here before she makes that move. What tomorrow? She's supposed to be packing up and
Alan
moving
B
out.
Pro. Oh my God.
Boy, look here.
Is
All
he
of them's
still
coming up.
alive?
Yeah, well, apparently. I'm just
No.
waiting on the compliment to show up.
What is going on?
Hello, darling. How are
How
you?
are y'all? I'm freaking
I,
fabulous. How are you?
I am. I'm doing good. Things are getting
That is
better and
wonderful.
better. I've got a little guardian angel who keeps me in line.
Well, hallelujah to that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
freaking full time job.
I ain't that bad.
Okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night, sweetheart.
I am not that bad. You got me confused with your husband. Clover, how you doing, buddy? See, all my old gun channel buddies are showing up tonight. I'm glad to see each and every one of you. God bless y'all. Um, Clover, would you like a link? I ain't talked to you in a minute. I'm sure I can figure out a way to send you one. I happen to have you on everything in the world, so. But gunpowder, why are you moving? That's my question.
We are buying our first house. So we're getting out of the renting game, and it's a house that's been in my husband's family for over 60 years. So we get to make the house remain in the family. It's awesome.
That is cool. That is cool. I'm proud of you guys. But I didn't
Thanks.
think you
A
were
long
going to
time
leave.
coming.
I thought you'd like that place so much you'd never leave it.
I love it here, and I really could set up roots, but everything is so daggum expensive. And in honesty, right now, if I'm going to be spending that much on a mortgage, I'd rather it be something that's sentimental.
Yeah. Keep it in the family. If you can keep it in the family, keep it in the family.
Houses,
Believe me.
people, houses.
Yeah. Yeah. Houses. Yeah. I may be a hillbilly from West Virginia, but I ain't quite that far gone. Anyway, but and yeah, Alan, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that have supported me, and God knows I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Um, is this going to be my last show? I don't know. I can't tell you. I may be back on here in a week. I may not be back on here ever. Hey, Foos, how you doing, man? It's been a while. But I felt the need to get on here and just explain some things because like I said, I had, there'd been questions, had I been arguing with other gun channel guys or other content creators or something like that had happened. No, no, not if I have any beef with anybody out there, please come and talk to me. I'll fix it. I can't fix a problem if I don't know there is a problem. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you know, I've been told lately that that's part of my problem. I'm always trying to fix things. Sometimes I need to just let go. You know, and that's really hard for me because I've been fixing things all my life. You know what I mean? Um, and I've come to the realization over the last month or so that while I'm busy trying to fix everything else for everybody else, I'm neglecting me. So,
I'm a firm believer in me time.
oh, well, for the most part, I am too. And I try to do that. And believe me, it don't bother me to be by myself. It don't bother me at all to be by myself. I have lived in, you know, by myself for many years at a time. So you just learn how to deal with the being alone all the time. But after a while, it becomes second nature. But the problem with that is I was alone, but I wasn't actually doing anything to better myself. I was basically wallowing in my own self pity, and that's no help for me or anybody else. And at this point in my life, I'll be 50 years old next month. I've decided that, hey, there are more important things in this world than money, than work all the time, than go to work and come home. There's got to be more life than that, and I'm going to find it. That's that's my goal. And that little guardian angel I was talking to you about earlier, she she's been helping me. She probably don't know she's been helping me, but
I totally get it.
she's very in a lot of ways. Um, but I'm just trying to do me and figure me out. Well, speaking of guardian angel, she just made her presence known. Hey, Candace. Um, but I'm working on trying to be a better me. So back to the show. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be the last time I do this or not. I really don't. But I want you all to know that Smeggy, what's going on, brother? It's been a long time since I've talked to you. I love each and every one of you. From the bottom of my heart, I truly do. Gary, you've been with me for a long time, buddy.
Long time.
Yep. There's I couldn't sit here and name all of these people off that has been not only influences in my life, but people who have stopped and made me think about the way I look at things. Ghost, Clover, G Webs. G Webs has got this way of getting through to people that I wished I had. I don't know how he does it, but he does it, and God bless him for it. Uh, Foose, me and him cut up and carry on often. You know, uh, Never enough ammo. The list goes on and on and on of all of you people that I have come to think of friends, and a lot of you are family. You know, I have no doubt in my mind that if I ever had a need and made a phone call, I'd get help that I need. That
Absolutely.
So, and I want you guys to know that that goes both ways. I mean, if you need something, ask. I'm here. And I've been waiting on a particular individual to reach out to me, and he still hasn't done it. I guess he's just a glutton for punishment. So, Troy, if you're hearing me, I'm here for you, brother.
I'm sorry. The connection must be off. You didn't come through. You were cracking up. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You still got him chained? Is that what you're saying?
I do not have him chained. He has not been chained in quite a while.
Uh-huh. Are you at least feeding him now?
Yeah, I mean, apparently things need to be fed and watered daily. So, I guess I have to.
Yeah. That's nice of you to finally decide to take care of the man that married you.
Listen,
You
he knew what
didn't
he was
want
getting
to.
in. He knew what he was getting into when he said, I do.
Yeah, well, you
Don't feel
I'm
sorry for
thinking,
him. He already
I'm
knew.
thinking he didn't read the fine print where it said Wicked Witch of the West.
No, see, he was my best friend for 13 years before we ever started dating. So he was well aware of what kind of witchy psycho he was potentially looking at. So don't feel sorry for him.
No. I know he loves you. Poor guy.
I know he's a pretty awesome guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy. He really is. You know, and then it's like I said earlier. All of you guys are you all have a place in my heart. Each and every one of you. Grim. There's another one I haven't seen in a while. You guys are coming out of the woodwork tonight.
If we could just get Black Cat in here.
Right.
He don't come out at night too much.
I'm hoping to get a lot of guys in here. I'm not going to run this for very long. I'm probably going to go to about 10:30. Give me a half hour. But I may or may not come back, guys. I ain't making anybody any promises about anything, but I figured I wanted to get on here and just tell you guys how I felt and what was going on with me. I'm still the same guy on the outside. Like I said, I'm still the jerk that I always been, and I still say exactly what I'm thinking. I just do it a little nicer these days, without so much
So,
colorful
so do you
language.
bless their hearts? It's the
Yeah,
best way. Just
yeah.
bless their hearts
Just bless their heart.
with a
But you're
smile
so
on your
good.
face.
You are the best person I've ever seen at blessing somebody's heart.
Listen, when you grow up in Texas, it's kind of part of the deal.
Yeah, I get that. Well, it's the same way in West Virginia. Except depending on what two families are involved, it goes a little deeper than just blessing a heart. But
Blessing, Pearson. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
well, no, because in West Virginia there's guns involved. You just want to throat punch somebody.
Okay, listen. Okay, sometimes words just don't cut deep enough. So every now and then, when somebody provokes you, it is okay to throat punch them.
Oh, well, I'll remember that.
I have,
The last time I throat punched somebody, I just about ended up in jail for it.
well, I never said you wouldn't go to jail for it, but sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah, but I don't look good in orange. Not
I
like
don't either. Horizontal stripes aren't flattering to the figure, no matter what people say. And orange clashes with a lot of skin tones. So it is what it is.
yeah. Gary, what's on your mind tonight? You got any questions? Anything to say, buddy?
Well, I'm just damn glad to see you, to tell you the truth. Haven't
Right.
haven't had a chance to catch up with you. And Coon's age, I've been seeing you on Facebook every once in a while, and it's like I wonder how he's doing. So it's good to have a chance to just hear it from you, and to see it in your eyes and hear it in your voice and stuff like that. Uh, Me, I'm fixing to retire next month. So
Congratulations.
That's
uh,
freaking awesome.
yeah, 42 years with the same company. I reckon that's enough. So
No, that's more than enough.
yeah.
Right.
That explains why that head's losing all the hair.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not losing the hair, it's just falling down on my face a little bit. See?
Yeah, but Two Live Moo, man, there's another one I haven't seen in a while or talked to. Look, Smeggy, I haven't done one of these things in forever. You're lucky to be getting the 30 minutes out of me. Um, Not that I don't love you guys, I really do, but I'm taking things slow. I really am. If I sit and think about it enough, the pluses and the cons of doing the YouTube thing again, I get to thinking, well, what do I have to offer that nobody else does? I could go back to doing the interviews again. And I know you guys like that. I know you guys enjoyed that. I know that that was something that everybody got excited about, especially when I first started. Um, and I'll tell you what got me to wanting to do this tonight. Hold on a minute. What is this? Private chat. What is this? Okay, Gunpowder.
Just me. Uh-oh. Think he hit the wrong button. Hopefully he'll come back. Meanwhile, you get to see me full screen. It's not even my night. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Good thing he's back.
Well, see there, I kicked myself out of my own video.
I think I might have scared everybody off because I was full screen.
Yeah, I kicked myself out. I wonder how that happened.
Well,
Anyway, Gunpowder had to take off. The baby woke up. But yeah, I may or may not do this again. I ain't gonna promise you when. There's a lot going on in my life, and maybe Gizzard Gary will start to call that mop top after he retires. Maybe, maybe. You don't have to put up with that abuse. You realize that, right?
nah. You get used to it.
I'm pretty sure I made you a mod a long time ago. But you guys could convince me to get back into this. Just I'm going to take it slow, guys. If I decide to come back, I'm going to probably do a lot of revamping. It's probably not going to be so heavily into the firearms aspect. Um, don't like I said, don't think I'm giving up on my guns because that'll never happen.
That's
Uh,
good.
in fact, I've been looking to make a couple purchases in the last couple weeks. I've been looking around for some interesting toys, but you know, don't be surprised to see me pop up in somebody else's feed, somebody else's show, because you know me, I'm always up for a good surprise, um, which is weird because I hate getting surprises myself. I don't like surprises; they're dangerous. But anyway, Gary, man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you keep doing what you're doing. And for any of you guys out there that didn't see this live, thank you so much for all that you've done for me. Because you really have no idea what you have. You have you've made my life better. You really have. You know, some of you guys have been there with me through some rough times, and I appreciate it. And that's, like I said, a two-way trip. If you ever need anything, any of you ever need anything, reach out. If you want to talk, we'll talk. If you want to pray, we'll pray. If you want to just, yell and scream and holler, hey, I'm here. You know, but yeah, it's time for us to look out for each other because we're all we got. We are all we have is each other. So let's start embracing each other and be more positive toward each other. And you know, find common ground with those that we don't see eye to eye with, because there's always something. You know, I was talking to a guy a while back. Didn't like guns, but he liked to fish. There's me a door. That's an open door. So there's always an open door. You just got to figure out a way to get into it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut this thing off. Y'all have a good night. Again, I love each and every one of you. If you ever want to talk, I'm always available. You know that. I always have been. Doors open. God bless you. Gary, I love you, man.
Love you too, man.
And I'll take care. And I may or may not be back on here. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Hatfield, good to see you again, brother. It's good to see you too, Patriot. It's good to see all you guys. Y'all take care.